Hi guys, welcome back to the war zone. So, I'm battling with paint today, my friends, because I'm a control freak and I'm trying to blend two particular styles of painting and the consistencies are very different. So I'm trying to create a cloudy bloom swipe, and I'm not having no success. I am having some success with it, but because the cloud pores take over, I'm having a hard time getting my composition so that it doesn't just get all gobbled up by clouds, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I'm getting frustrated as well. So I did a couple other pieces. I don't know if I have posted it or I even will post them. And it's a really pretty look, but because these clouds take over, I got almost maybe too minimalistic in my last pours. So I'm gonna try to add a bit more color. And I am in my earthy colors because they work for me. Yeah, they work for me. I like these colors. So I am, and you know what, it just feels good and better to paint in colors that you're comfy with. So I am going to stick to these colors, and we're going to try to swipe this out, keep the minimalistic look, and get some clouds happening without gobbling up my whole piece. Does that make sense? Nope. See, I am a control freak, and I just can't leave things alone. I always have to be tweaking it and twisting it and making it different for no other reason than just to see if I can. It's terrible, terrible, terrible. Okay, little bit. So I didn't even go through color. So in my base paint is the Supra White by Para, which is just a Castle Lumber brand here in Canada. It's basically a contractor's grade paint, nothing fancy. And I have mixed a little bit of Folk Art Milk paint in, and the color is actually a pale blue. You guys can't see this. Color is Winter Harbor, and that's it. Folk Art Milk paint, and it basically takes the place of the Deco Art White Satin Enamel. Deco Art is really, really hard to get right now. Milk paint is hard to get as well, but I happen to have a couple bottles of it kicking around from a while back. So yeah, for some reason, I decided to try it this morning. Well, last night actually, and I did a video last night, and I was quite pleased with my outcome on my video. But then when I reviewed it this morning, it's all wrong colors. I don't know if it was my overhead light. I've lost my whites white mix, you guys. So now I'm just gabbing up a storm because I don't... I found it. Because I didn't know what to do. My colors are all really off on my video. And so my picture looks considerably different. And here we go, guys. After I shut the video off, I decided that I didn't like the composition of last night's piece, and so I stretched it out some more so it looks really different than it does on the video. So if I post it up to YouTube and it looks different and it's super bright, like not bright colors but bright light, I apologize. I yeah, definitely was having some issues. Look at all these pretty colors. So we're gonna try again and hope for the best. And you know what, that's what this is all about, you guys. This is all practice. Like, you know, it's super important to not get defeated. And it is only paint, and that's important to remember, because at the end of the day, I'm still gonna have a nice day, whether this works or not. Still gonna be a good day, guys, so don't let it get you down. I get it. It is frustrating. I absolutely understand wholeheartedly. But you can do it. You can all do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Okay, so let's do a whole lot of stretching and we'll see what happens. I apologize for the mess, you guys. Normally, if I'm getting ready to do something for YouTube, I always try to kind of clean up my workstation and, you know, kind of give you guys a little bit of a nicer environment. But this morning, I'm just kind of mucking about and I'm taking you with me. So you get to see everything you don't usually get to see. All the mess. Oh, all the gooey bits. What is that? Oh, yuck. That's one thing about this contractor's grade paint. When I buy it, it just sits up on the counter, right? So I go in to get it and I always forget to ask them to stir it. And having them stir your paint is way different than having you stir your paint. Like, you know, you and I cannot do what the speed shaker does for 2 or 3 minutes, me with my stick. So sometimes I get these goopy bits that I don't even see them until I'm tilting, and then when I turn it a certain way, like there's another one right here. Tip it a certain way in the light and then all of a sudden you can see it. So try to catch them before you let your piece dry, because it's not the nicest look. All right, we're gonna go off that edge and then we're coming back. And we're gonna do lots and lots of stretching. So my goal is to stretch it and keep the minimalistic thing and not have the clouds take over. But it's easier said than done. And I think I may not post the last video, I don't know. But what my problem is I mix up my paints. I measure nothing. I just plop everything in the cup and hope for the best. And so my last couple of pieces, there was way too many clouds. So I added more paint. And then it worked better, but then I didn't know how much paint, normal paint compared to milk paint there was, because of course I just kept adding to the cup. So I don't know what to tell you. That's unfortunately what I do, and I do it quite frequently, which is really bad, but I don't know. I have no baseline to work off of, right? So this time when I started, my cup was almost empty. So I have a better idea, not 100%, but a better idea. And I definitely put much less milk paint in this piece. And I can already see that my colors are holding up. And so far, it's not being gobbled up. So I'm happier with that. I'm happier with my dialogue in this piece with you guys. You know what? It's super hard, you guys, to stand here in the kitchen and I watch other artists that paint, and I think they just paint and they put music on and nobody talks, and I think I sound like a ninny. I babble constantly, but I'm not so big on the music thing because I am concentrating. And yeah, I'm just gonna talk. I'm just gonna keep talking. You guys are going to know so much about me at the end of these videos. You'll know more about me than I know about myself. Okay, I'm stopping right there. Finally, I have poured something without repeating it 4 times over that I am happy with. I'm just going to touch up this little white spot so that that is clean and crispy. By George, I might have gotten it, my friends. So, you know what? Don't be afraid to play around with things, you guys. It's super important to be yourself. You do you. You know what? I paint all the time in these same colors. They're my colors. I say it all the time. You know what? If I was doing a commission for somebody, obviously I would paint in the colors that they liked. But most of the time, I'm painting to entertain myself. And so I pick the colors that I'm most comfy with. Yeah, okay, I like this piece, you guys. I'm going to shut off my overhead light and hope for the best because it's kind of glary and a bit weird. I'll turn it off, and if it looks too dark to move the camera or the phone, I won't move it. I'll turn the light back on. So give me 2 seconds. Light check. Oh, that's not too bad. I have all these shadows as soon as I move things, and it's terrible. Okay, we're gonna just bundle this up so that you guys don't have to see the absolute total mess. And I'll bring it over. Okay, there we go. Simple, not in focus. Still not in focus. See, my phone is doing weird things. Okay, I'm gonna bring you down and hopefully we'll get some focus happening. It hates me, you guys. Oh, you know what? You know why? Because I have the Ultra Super Stay Steady on and it doesn't want to let me do it. And I don't know how to turn it off and not lose the video. Okay, I'm going to stop right here. I can't show you the little details because I can't keep it in focus. But I will post some up on Facebook. You guys will just have to accept the fact that it's lovely. It's lovely, my friends. All right, pour happy, stay safe, guys. We'll talk really, really soon.